Getting squared away. Got things to do. People to say. Hey, how are you? Sorry about that. I had to see a man about a horse. As the pod track is moving up and down, as the Streamlabs moving side to side, it is. That means hello, hola, ¿qué pasa? ¿Dónde está, amigo? We're here a little bit after. It's a couple minutes after 6 o'clock Los Angeles time, broadcasting from the KGXT studios 200 feet below occupied California. Got my radio voice on from the 80s, old disc jockey vibe from the 80s. Welcome to the KGXT live stream, live podcast. I don't know what that fucking means. Yeah, Gen X Mom.
Shy says, where's the hat? You're bald.
Okay, I knew it. I wanted to see who'd complain first. If it's too much handsomeness, we had the hat ready. Couldn't even make it a minute, could we?
Right before that, Laura goes, oh, so handsome, General.
Can't do it. As soon as someone mentions the hat, had to put it on. I was going to try to go the whole show with full on-stage presence.
Becca Rowland goes, no hat?
See, there's two. You guys just couldn't let it go, could you? You couldn't do it. You had to say something. Yeah.
Danny H's General found his pants but lost his ball cap.
I wondered if we could get anywhere. Everyone was wondering if we could go like 6 or 7, 8 minutes where people go, something's amiss. Yeah, Gen X Mom.
Two things. Callie Cat goes, the hair. Love the hair. Shy says, tone that handsome down. My eyes can't handle it.
I was trying to let the handsome all hang out, if you know what I mean. Apparently, you guys noticed.
Right away.
Yeah, we didn't even make it a minute. I think that was like 30 seconds in, like, whoa, what's going on? Now, some people were scratching their heads going, that doesn't look quite right. I'm not sure what's going on there. But then the rest of you like, hey, the motherfucker's not wearing blue, man. He's not. I wonder if they'd know if it was just the hat or a hat.
What if somebody told you to take it off and like get rid of it or something?
No, we're done now. You had your chance. We had the opportunity to go for an entire live stream with the 80s parted down the middle feathered look. Yeah, we had that chance. You guys threw it away. You pissed it off away. We're done. But I wonder if it would be a different hat. I wonder if they'd complain if I wore like a red hat, perhaps. If I had a Phillies or a Cincinnati Reds hat.
Yeah, probably.
Someone would complain, you know. Well, I didn't say it was a Raiders hat. It was just a San Francisco Giants hat. I'm not stupid.
Jonathan Douglas just said, want to say banana sauce so bad. Don't want to end up in the woodshed.
Who said that?
Jonathan Douglas.
Yeah, well, you know what? You did say it, damn it. So you're in the fucking woodshed.
Sorry,
you start off my whole thing. First, you guys bitch about my hat, and then you start with the banana sauce. Jonathan Douglas, you're fucking out of here, man. Can be gone with you. And that's all I got to say. All right.
To the woodshed you go.
Okay, so yeah, there's a lot to talk about. Do you have anything else, sweetheart, before I take you off screen?
Danny H calls it the 80s butt crack part.
Okay, where's fucking Danny H? I'm gonna find that motherfucker. There it is. I even found the right comment. 80s butt. Well, watch this, buddy. Does this put Danny H in a fucking huge
timeout? You do have a Cincinnati hat up there.
Yeah. What does that have to do with anything? I'm not wearing it. Signed by Pete Rose.
Yes, you do.
I do have a signed Pete Rose piece of memorabilia.
Somebody wants you to wear a MAGA hat. Would you wear a MAGA hat?
I don't care, yeah.
Don't care.
Don't care.
Oh, brother, that was really intelligent. Don't care.
Don't care. Well, my problem.
Don't
you know what?
make
I have
me.
something up here. Chad Hoffman on Facebook said, hey, Chris, not talking to me. Notice that. And then Chris Vin says, howdy. And Sammy Joe says, hi. You see, I can see Corey, he says, yo, from Moses Lake, Washington. I'm reading Facebook.
Wow.
I can read Facebook stuff.
Tyler says on Facebook, I was going to say, put your hat on, you're naked.
Yeah, and I did. I got. Don't worry. Everyone's in shock. We put it on. We could have had a wonderful show. We could have had an 80s part down the middle feathered hair show. No. You guys couldn't handle it. So here we are, back with the hat. Yeah.
TJ Wrench, who's a regular, he's over on Rumble tonight. Better be here. It's my birthday. 55 trips around the sun for
55
TJ.
laps around the sun for TJ Wrench over on Rumble. Thank you guys for listening in on Rumble. Pretty cool of you to do that. All right. Dome. So we won't. Does everyone feel that good feeling right now? Do you feel that weight sort of lifted? Yeah, I think we all do. That's the feeling of Danny H being in the woodshed. He's in there for a long time. You're welcome, America and Denmark. All right, here we go. Boom. So if she's done there, I'm going back here. We're going to the drag and drop section of the program. Yes, there's some handsomeness to be had right here. But let's go back. You guys, let's zoom out. All right, we're zooming out. We got stuff. I got to tell you something here. We got some stuff that was handed to us here. So it's on my phone. I haven't had a chance to go through everything like I wanted to. But I will tell you, I can read some stuff. I am capable of reading. I have that ability. I passed the 3rd grade. Some of the stuff's coming in from some of our former...
1 second. Duke Donahue
What?
on YouTube says, you're cool, but your wife is way cooler.
We had to interrupt my program for that.
Yes, we did, because I don't get those all the time.
You just wanted propaganda to take over the show.
I did.
Okay, so we're going to call this the portion of the show where we stop and tell lies. I guess we can all stop and work.
It was beautiful.
But the full of shit segment of the program just came
Full
and
of
went.
shit?
We're done.
What?
I'm way cooler than you.
Oh,
By a lot. You're prettier.
I make you
but
cool.
You make me cool?
I make you cool.
I don't think so. That's not. Oh, for God's sakes. And like that, boom, she's gone. We're back to the the humor that came right after the bullshit section. We had a bullshit segment of the program. They had a little humor here. All right, everybody calm down. Pick yourself up off the floor. I know you're all rolling for that one. That was funny, wasn't it? All right, so we had stuff here, drag and drop section of the program. So we had some comments come in from some staff members far and wide. This is from, I was helping out Lotork the other day. Lotork got himself in over his head. Lotork was a member on staff. He's been a part of the Gen X Talks family for a long time. A lot of you remember Lotork. He always speaks like Rick Moranis from Ghostbusters. He says, hi, this is Lotork. I got a problem. Can you come over and help me? I'll be at my house in 15 minutes. That is, the traffic's okay. If I catch all the red lights, it's going to be more like 23 minutes. But I'm driving my wife's electric car, so if I run out of battery, you're going to come get me on the side of the road. That's Lotork. And I think everybody knows that. We've gone through this before. So that's the Rick Moranis version of Lotork. Anyway, he did get in over his head, and I want to advise him. I want to go to Lotork, just like I do with any of you. If you guys got problems, I will take time on the phone with you. I think everyone knows that for 4.5 years. I think they've made that pretty evident. But there's times when I don't know what to say. No, I know you don't think that could possibly be true, but it is. So Lotork calls me and he says, I said, okay, what's your problem? And he goes, well, I just need a few minutes of your time. But he goes, how come when you go to an animal shelter and you get a dog, you're a hero? But when you go to a battered woman's shelter for a girlfriend, you're some kind of a creep. And I said, this is going to take longer than 10 minutes. And I said, I'm going to have to sit down with you. So we'll be getting back to Lotork on that. We'll see if we can't turn that into a segment. Maybe we can get him to talk about it live on camera. But he's got a legitimate question. I think that's a messed up part of society. Both people are just trying to help out. Both are solid individuals just doing their community service. And I don't know. It's just kind of funny how things work like that. All right. Where was I? For those of you that didn't get notified and you're late, make sure you join Patreon. It's $1. It's $1. Big deal. You're such a sellout, man. You're doing this for money. Fuck you. It's a lot of work for $1, asshole. Just
That's
put the
all your government credit card will buy.
That's all. Yeah. That's funny. If you guys don't know what she's talking about, Elon and Doge, they found they canceled 200,000 government-issued credit cards, and there's still more credit cards than there are government employees. Of course, the Democrats took them to court, and a federal judge, a liberal federal judge, oh, you can't do that. You give them their credit cards right back right now. So they had to give him back the credit cards, and Elon said, fine. And he made all the credit cards limit $1. So there's Elon again going, go fuck yourself. You're not going to steal the American money anymore. You're not doing it. That's what she's referring to. So so those of you who have a government-issued credit card, Elon has sanctioned you are allowed to use it here at Gen X Talks. You can use it for $1. It's $1 a month. It's $12 for the whole year. That's what you pay on Netflix for one fucking month.
Monthly with your government card.
Monthly with your government card, because you only get it reimbursed. You only get refurbished once a month. So, yeah. True story about Elon and that. It's a good one. Listen, speaking of money that we can't spend and shouldn't spend, because we're moving, so we're really trying to tighten the belt around here. Like, I'm not letting Gen X Mom get her nails done anymore. She's not getting her hair done anymore. She's making bread from scratch. No more just buying loaves of bread. We're doing things the old Irish way around here. Except I have to make one more purchase before I put these rules in place.
Uh-huh.
I found one thing. I think with a show of hands in the comment section of all the platforms.
On the planet of bullshit.
I'm telling you, this is legit. I think every Gen Xer would agree. If you were even if you don't like drones, even if you're not really interested in drones, or maybe you want one, you would buy this one, or you at least want to see me fly it. This is a new thing I just saw. Yeah, it's real. That is a real picture. Not too far from here, them flying this around. This is,
fun.
This is a Snoopy drone.
The Red Baron.
The Red Baron. How many times have we seen that in cartoons growing up? And now you could actually fly one. You could have a Red Baron fucking drone, man. How
awesome.
Cool would that be? I'm just saying, before we impose the moratorium on Monday spending, I think we should make sure we should get a Snoopy Red Baron drone. I think that's permissible.
You've hit your limit. You're buying tires for the trailer. That's your limit.
Say, you're embarrassing me in front of my friends. Okay. First of all, don't ever tell me what's going on in front of my friends. Ever. Okay. In front of my friends right here, don't ever woman. Shush. Shush.
Shush isn't here.
No, shush is you shush. You should be barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen, a sexist would say.
Oh, hell no.
All right. All right, so let's go back. This is Snoopy Drone's a big thing. Doom. You guys do know, if you guys have been on the member side, if you're already previously a member of Patreon, or on Facebook, it's a page called The General's Lunchbox. That's a good one there, too. Or if you're a YouTube member, you saw some of the behind-the-scenes stuff. I'm just going to show you one picture. We did a bunch of work on the trailer a few days ago on Saturday, and my daughter's boyfriend, who is going to make an excellent son-in-law one day, he came down and he was going to do some welding. We're going to show Briggs how to do some welding and grinding and cutting and so forth on the trailer. A lot to be done there. A lot of things were fucked up from someone who tried to help me before and didn't get it right. Anyway, so I wanted to point something out about this guy. He didn't give me permission to say his name, but he's a cool cat. I've known him since he was 11 or 12 years old. Watched him grow up with my daughter and all of their friends in the neighborhood and in junior high and in high school. And I wanted to point something out that I thought was unique. I mentioned this at the time to my wife. This guy, once I explained what we were going to do to the trailer that day, he went out and walked all around the trailer. This is just a random picture. I just saw him sitting there, snapped the shot. He's just looking at the entire job before he does it. He's looking at what we're trying to accomplish. He walked around the trailer to all the sides that had these little issues. He was kind of taking it all in, and then he began to take stuff apart with myself. This is the
lineman kid.
This is the kid we tell you about who's dating my daughter. He's a lineman for PG&E, right?
Nope. Southern California.
Southern California Edison, and he works up in the snow, up around near the Yosemite area, and he's a great kid. We're super smart, and he takes a lot of things in when he does a job. But I just wanted to point this out to all of you youngsters out there. Guys like me notice behavior like this. Older people notice when a younger person is how they're acting, how they're behaving, how they're thinking about something as they do a job. It isn't just go out there, throw the job together and present it as being done. We're all very aware of people that take the time to observe something and look at something before they just jump in. Just so you guys know, it was a big thing with me, and I noticed it because I pick up on stuff like that. All right, so here's another one. You guys might have seen the video that dropped. It came out there, and it is completely the cringiest video I've ever seen in my life. And I mean cringy, off the wall, backwards. Give me 2 minutes and 35 seconds of my life back. And I had to comment on it. I couldn't let it go. You guys send me videos all the time. Michael Dawson sends me videos. All of you send me videos. I try to watch them all. I skip through them. They're all important. You guys send me some good stuff. I try to watch as many as I can. But Michael Dawson, he goes, "So did you watch that video?" And I had to send him a screenshot. I go, "Yeah, we're in the middle of making a response video right now. This one was so ugly. This video was horrible. It was an ugly video. I'm not saying she was ugly. The video was an ugly, horrible, terrible, awful, the cringiest video I think I've ever seen in my life." And then we had to do a response to it. So just so you guys know, everybody who got suckered in that, everybody who has burned your eyeballs with that, everybody can tip their hat to Michael Dawson. Yeah, M. Dawson, he's the fuck up who sent that my way and just get in my gut the whole time, and I couldn't look away. And then we had to respond. So thanks, Mike, for fucking up, I don't know, a couple thousand people's day. We appreciate that, buddy. Also, don't forget, Casino Night is coming soon. It's an online thing. You can buy a ticket. They're not available yet. Gen X Mom's pretending to work on it. When I ask her how things are going, she goes, oh, it's in progress. Things are moving. In fact, let's just go to the horse's mouth now. Gen X Mom, how's Casino Night coming along?
Moving along.
Yeah, are we getting there?
Just need to confirm with you day, time, price.
Yeah, so you got all the details worked out?
I have. I just got to pull the trigger.
I think she's completely 100% full of shit, but there's no way to disprove it. So I'm stuck here. We'll have to accept her answers as fact. So yes, but Casino Night will be online. Did you say this year you're narrowing it down to just blackjack?
Yes.
And would you like to tell the audience why you chose not to do poker?
I am choosing blackjack for all tables this year because blackjack goes quicker. When we play poker, many people have to take some time to make a decision, and blackjack's just like hit me, whatever. So it'll go a lot quicker and we'll get more hands. It'll be 15 people a table. That's what the count will be. So we'll see what happens.
The question I asked, the main answer was it takes too long.
Yeah.
Other card games take so long for people to make decisions, because we did that one year. We played blackjack, and it was we had one of the games was poker. I think in an hour we got to play 4 hands. It just went way too slow. So she's smart to do it that way. I agree. Also, keep in mind this is floating around.
Did you just say I'm smart?
I don't think so. That sound right?
You said it in front of our friends.
I don't think so. You'd have to replay on that one. I don't think so at all. So just remember, it's floating around the internet right now. It's a little small part of Team Gen X that is in, just so you guys know, this is a fact. I'm not making this up. If you take Trump's cabinet and his entire administration, his appointed administration and cabinet, the average age of everyone in Trump is Generation X is 54 years old. There's some older, there's some younger, but there is a target age right there. So does it not make sense? Does it not make sense that finally someone got around to like, okay, we got to fix this shit? Well, who can we get to roll up their sleeves and just fucking do it? That's right. Generation X, and we're in there fucking getting after it. So there, just so you guys know, the average age is 54. It is the heart and breathing soul of Generation X that is in there whooping ass. Elon Musk is a Gen Xer himself. Don't forget that. Thought I would drop that too and do a lot of politics there. We do a lot of human stories. We see that's on the other extreme. We go to the extreme and talk about Washington, D.C. Now we'll go back down and talk about down home. Looking out your front door, Gen X Talks family. Yeah, my family, related to my wife and our kids. We're leaving. You guys know that we're leaving California. We're going to plant roots in Nevada and see if everything grows how it's supposed to up there. But before you leave, you start going through some of the traditional things of little goodbye parties, and people come over and shake your hand and say, hey, we're going to miss you and stuff like that. Well, my wife had a little get together with some of her girlfriends in town, and I dropped by and I gave them a credit card so they could pay for their time out. But they went down to one of the bars downtown. They all parked out front. And they went in and they were there for about 5 or 6 hours. They had some drinks, but everybody seemed to get home okay. Everything was flying right, as they say. So just let you guys know that worked out well. I'm not upset by that at all. But under these conditions, especially when you're trying to fly your broom home, bad weather can really mess you up. But everything went well. Gotta just point.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, we didn't go what we normally do. We're going to back up right now because we kind of
That's now $200 on the Amazon credit card. That's due me.
Oh, all right. Now that we got everything going right here, we're a little bit late, but we're never sorry, never sad. Unapologetic, unafraid, and here we go. Let's begin. Even though the program's already started, who cares? We just get back to what we're doing and do what we do. All right, let's raise a glass to kick this pig. The stream has got to begin officially sometime. And there's the $1.2 million view of the Sun Valley Fox. Look at the mountains around South Lake Tahoe. We can't ask for a better view. You can't ask for a better pig to kick. I'll drink mine, you drink yours, and let's go.
David Black, member for 32 months on YouTube tonight. Trippy Pineapple got his big
green three.
Yay! I ate some of your snacks this weekend. Hydrate. Michael Dawson is celebrating 34 months on YouTube. TikTok is checking in. Gen Zing. Do you guys have a podcast?
We do have a podcast, and over there on TikTok, I'm sure Trippy Pineapple, who is your moderator on TikTok, can give you a link to the podcast page. We're in year number 4 of our podcast, which is just an hour of my wife kicking the shit out of me. So if you guys want to see someone kick the shit out of me for an hour, that's where you need to go, is the podcast.
TikTok is checking in tonight with lots of gifts from Chris Wilson and Kelly. Kelly says, love your content.
Thank
Andy
you.
says, sup, guys.
Let's drink one to TikTok.
Gifts. Sean MacArthur on Facebook. Here's 200 stars for the General. Snoopy fun. Get it, General. 200 stars again from
That's what I'm
Sean.
saying.
Sarah H is checking in on YouTube, a member for 10 months. Remember when tires were $400 a full set?
Yeah.
Pepperidge Farm remembers. I just had to spend almost $2,000 for 4. Hope your trailer tires are cheaper than my Highlander was.
Yeah, I got 8-ply tires on sale. They're decent tires. I went through Les Schwab. I love Les Schwab. I always have. But they're a decent set of tires, but they were on sale, which made them the cheaper version, but it's still going to be $1,000 for the tires that I have to get. We'll get into more of that later, but they're down there getting them squared away. I'll pick them up tomorrow. For those of you wondering, got my truck back from the dealership today.
Your truck?
My truck. Okay? My truck.
Let's go pull the paperwork.
Okay, just because I literally put everything in your name, you don't have any money. You never have. I'm giving you everything in life, the house, everything. Just don't rub it in my face when I do it.
I gave you my life, all 9 children.
Okay, and
All 9 children.
and again, what's more important? You don't have 9 children. You have
yes,
8.
I do.
You 8 children. We had 4 boys and 4
Had
girls.
9.
Oh my God! You know what? Thanks, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to call it a night because I didn't know I was doing a show with the Wicked Witch of the East. Apparently, I am, and you better watch out, or somebody's drop a house on you, just like your sister.
Oh,
Here we go. Oh, I'm on a roll tonight. I can't help it. Somebody stop me, as Jim Carrey used to say. All right, so that was the thing about the Jared Dome. You saw the video, Michael Dawson, the casino night, the Dome, average age Trumps. Oh, you know what? I want to show you guys something. I don't normally go off the reservation with little stuff like this, but there is an artist who puts out. He's been doing this. Some of these are really old, but I think it's important to bring him up just for common sense. Okay, and I'm not saying that I'm not part of the trap. I'm not saying I'm not part of the problem. I'm just saying that there has to be some moderation because these are they're done very well. Look at this. That's a guy, it's an artist who made a cell phone. Look at his hand. Look at his hand. The top of it's a cell phone, and the bottom of it is a needle that goes to injection right into your vein because you got to get up and you got to have your phone and you got to go through your stuff. Now, part of me understands in the very beginning with MySpace and Facebook, and I hated that addiction that people had, that kids had especially, because you got to get on there. You can't not. You got to. And then I think it's different. I think it's different now than it was 10 years ago, because right now, if I'm not doing Gen X Talks work, like I'm not doing work, I'm looking at, I get on my phone for information about what's going on with the government. I find that stuff really interesting. I look at, I contact with my friends. I say stuff to my friends. It's kind of like the old days with a phone call. You're hanging out at their house, only now you do it electronically. I don't think this particular image pertains to me quite what it might have 10 years ago when all this was new and you just had to get in there. Yeah, Gen X Mom.
Hobo Rob says that would be a cool tattoo.
Yeah, it would be. Just he's not wrong on that. So anyway, just that's one of them that's just very symbolic. I didn't do all these, but a few I did. Here's another one, and I was thinking, how many parents could pass this around to their kids? The same artist, same guy. I gotta go find his name on this. But I bump into his stuff all the time. I love this one, this stockade picture with the credit card. Tell me that isn't perfect. Tell me this guy's brain doesn't just fucking work correctly.
I have a comment on this.
Yeah, Gen X Mom.
I just saw a thing come through that Ben Affleck's son asked him for $6,000 shoes. Ben Affleck goes, I don't think so. I have money. You don't.
Yeah.
Is what he said. That's what that reminded me of. It's like, I don't think so.
Yeah, he told him to go start mowing lawns, and he'd pay him to start mowing lawns.
Well, there you go.
Good. I hope he does. Well, anyway, I thought that was well. There's one last one. One more. Not trying to diss Facebook. I'm not trying to get everybody to hang up on Facebook. But this is my favorite one. And you need to look at it closely. Yes, it clearly the first message is You're looking out the window at the world through the lens of Facebook. And it could be Instagram, and it could be YouTube, and it could be any other social media site. You get your world, you're looking at the world through X, to Twitter. I get it. But here's the part that I thought the artist added that was perfect. Do you notice that Facebook is blocking the door? I thought that was the, maybe I'm the only idiot who noticed that, but not only is the guy looking at the world, and all these kids are looking at the world through Facebook and pretending they're absorbing it all, but it's actually blocking the door to actually going out and getting out in the world. And we did a video one time. The kid hit me with an ambush video, 2 or 3 years ago. And I yelled at him because we just got done with a conversation earlier where I said, your generation, and this is perhaps this is still true today. I said, your generation looks at everything through a 4-inch screen. You look at everything like you look at Mount Everest, and you look at the underneath the water at 10,000 feet below on the ocean, and you look at outer space, and you think you've lived life because you're doing everything through a phone. You've been there. You can say, well, I know what the redwoods forest looks like. They're really big trees. And I said, well, do you know how big around they are? Oh, yeah, there was a family of 6 people, and they all put their arms together, and they couldn't even get around the tree. And I couldn't get through to my son on some of that stuff until I said, well, what does it smell like? What do the redwoods smell like? What does the ocean smell like? What does a hot dog down at Carney's in L.A. taste like? Don't tell me you've been there, and looked at it through because you did it online. Tell me you know. That's what the artist was giving his representation of. That's the message I was trying to give the kid. But tell me I'm wrong. How many of you guys know kids that live their entire life from 13 to, let's say, 17, and they may do a few things out and about, but 90% of their life they think they've actually been there and done some of these things. They could tell you, there was a drone that flew around the L.A. Memorial Coliseum, and I feel like I've been there. Well, you haven't. You haven't until you've stood under the arches and seen the artistry of the paint that was up there in like 1923 or something. You don't know. I'm just saying. I'm not bagging everybody. I'm sure I'm part of the problem on that, but it's just food for thought. Just remind people that just because they live their life through a cell phone doesn't mean they've been out in the world. Sometimes you just need to open the door and go. That's all I'm saying. There's a couple other comics not related to that guy. I like this one. When the Democrats run inside, you got, stop Elon and Doge. And the judge goes, okay, let me get this straight. You want a restraining order against government efficiency? Is that you want them to stop auditing? You want to, okay, so we have some government efficiency going on and you want to stop it. All right, as long as we're clear on the rules here. I like this one too. Pete X says, this is your replacement. Now, this isn't pointing fingers at anybody specifically, but as Generation X, this picture makes sense. Makes 100% sense. Like, that's what, well, anybody can be a soldier and anybody can lead and anybody, no, I would prefer that I got in my brain, my stupid pea brain. Remember, I'm just a dumb mechanic in the middle of the desert, but I'm thinking the military is a badass motherfucker who will kill you. He's not going to talk you to death. He's not. This isn't my military in my brain isn't about timeouts and hugs and working your way through it. My stupid brain is a military guy is going to kill you to defend my country, and you lead by example. This makes sense to me. If you want to get your feelings hurt, get your feelings hurt. I'm not here for your feelings. I got to be honest about that. It's a fair thing to say. All right, now we come to something here. Now watch what I'm doing. Is everybody paying attention? We're looking here. What's going on? What's he doing? This is kind of weird. Wasn't expecting this. It's kind of an odd thing. What's going on? What's the next picture coming up? I'm going to put up a picture, and I do have my Gen X phone in my hand, formerly nicotine-stained fingers, and I want you to tell me if you know this movie. Give me a call. Boom, 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 boom. 805-460-5603. You'll be on the program with your voice only for just a few minutes. Waiting for the phone to ring. First time the phone rings, I'm going to answer it, and we'll see who's there. Does anybody know what this movie is? Dum-dum-dum-dum. I'm going to answer this, and St. Donna is going to be pissed beyond goddamn words. Hey, caller, what's your name and where are you calling in from?
Good evening, General. This is Chris from Connecticut. How are you tonight?
Hey, Chris from Connecticut. Can you identify this movie for me?
I sure can.
All right.
That would be Coming to America.
It is. Gen X Mom, did you know that?
Yes, I did.
You knew that one?
Yes, I did.
Scoop of chocolate, scoop of vanilla?
Scoop of chocolate.
All
scoop
right,
of
Chris.
vanilla.
Chris from Kentucky. One more thing.
Kentucky.
That's what he said.
Massachusetts. Get it right
Massachusetts.
Oh yeah, Massachusetts. That's what I said. Massachusetts. It sounds right to me. So
Connecticut.
Chris from there's a Connecticut.
He's been messing up a lot tonight, Chris. It's no big deal.
Connecticut is
understand.
it's a small town in Massachusetts. Not many people know about it. I'm just
Connecticut
Yeah,
is a small town in Massachusetts.
that's Kentucky is.
Oh, okay.
Near Connecticut.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I'm saying.
It's somewhere up there.
That's what I'm trying to tell
It's
you.
not down south.
Not a little bit.
It's up north.
There we go.
Gotcha.
So here we are, coming to America. All right, Chris from the small town of Kentucky inside the state of Massachusetts, which is near Connecticut. Do you know the name of the band that Eddie Murphy sang in this movie? What was the fictitious name of the band?
That would be Sexual Chocolate.
He got that right. He got that right on the fly. God damn, I thought for sure I'd get you on that one. All right. Chris, thanks for playing, buddy. I appreciate you. Just want to see if anybody knew, and you did.
All right, guys. You all have a good night.
Talk to you
too.
soon. I should have known somebody'd know that. That was, if you know what my barometer for this is if you know it, I think everyone's going to know it.
Okay.
If my wife's got it, I think, God damn, it was way too easy. I'm just saying.
It's only because you've watched that movie multiple times and stop at that one.
Yeah, I do. All right, so here's another one deal. If you guys saw today's short that came out, today's ambush video, it was a retro video the kid put out from a long time ago. Just so you guys know.
Look how little he is.
His voice is so squeaky in this.
Is it?
It was 2021, early 221, so it's 4 years ago.
Wow.
And our daughter Jade's ex-boyfriend was in it. And I forgot how stupid that guy was. I mean, I really did. And when you watch this and you see his answer, this is the kind of stuff he argued with me in that video. If you guys watch that video, this is the brain dead shit he would say all the time. And he would argue about video games. He'd argue about electricity going through television monitors. He'd argue with me about automotive. He'd argue from a point of view that you think the guy just read a book and now he has kind of the words, but not any application at all. So when you guys watch the video, just remember this is a retro video from 2021, back when the kids started. That is, for those of you following along in the podcast, Jade and Briggs get an update. There's 2 kids we can't quite get rid of in this family. Can't get them out the fucking door. Both of them have left. Both of them came right back. But Jade's ex-boyfriend, one of her idiot ex-boyfriends, this was him in the video right there. So when you ask, now, we talked about you guys being on Patreon, or the General's Lunchbox is a page on Facebook, or if you're part of the YouTube community where you have your name is green over here and you pay the $1, you guys got to see about Mom's Snack Jar. That is not some sexual euphemism for something. No, it's not. That's not. It's a real snack jar. Okay, listen. All right, I want to talk about Mom's Snack Jar, if you know what I mean. No, I don't know what you mean, because it's a regular thing. I don't know why I chose to film it the other day, but every time I see the snack jar, it gets under my skin a little bit.
Why?
Because of what you've done for. I can't even calculate how much money you've cost me over the past 25 or so years.
Trust me, I know how much.
She puts this snack jar, this big old fucking snack jar. And the rule is for the kids in the house, or kids in the neighborhood, or our adult friends, anybody can reach into the snack jar and get some stuff anytime they want to. And it's not always healthy stuff. There's stuff in there that's not great for you. But it got to be to a point. Those of you who got, or members only, you guys got to see the video on it today. I'm not going to play the video. That's for the members only. But this got to be like, kids would come home from school. They'd all get off the bus. The neighborhood kids would come here first, get a snack. Hi, Mom. And then they'd go home to their own houses where their own snacks were. But they would stop here. It got to be we'd have friends over for a barbecue or just hanging out swimming or doing something or having some beers. And some of our adult friends would come out and they'd hold the jar and go, it's a little low here. Do you have some more? She'd go, I got some stuff. And she'd run right in and fill up the jar. Yeah, Gen X
Trippy
mom.
already said, he goes, I look forward to seeing what's in the snack jar every time he comes over.
He's like a kid because you mix it up.
Yeah, I do.
You change it. Sometimes there's candy bars in there. Sometimes there's crackers and cheese. Sometimes there's beef jerky. She made little packages of Goldfish or Doritos.
But
Weird stuff.
It's great because people feel that it's like, they can just go in there and grab something. You got a sweet tooth. There's peanuts.
Yeah.
There's whatever. There's always
it shouldn't
like
be that way. Number one, every time you'd fill up that jar, it cost me $40 or $50, and you've been doing it for 20 some years.
It does not.
How about we put a little sticker on the side that says everything in here is $1? Leave $1 in the jar.
Put $1 in the jar.
That's right.
No.
Why not? Why can't we? You've never even considered taking the burden off of me once.
No, because lots of people are like afraid to go into your pantry and look around. They feel like they're snooping. But here's something you can just, if you're hungry, you just have to it's right there.
Stay out of my shit. That's good. I just made a recommendation. I had a communication.
Then stay out of my jar.
I had a communication with the Sun Valley Fox right now. I could feel it.
What?
I said, put a sticker on the outside that we should charge $1 for everything in there. He said, why not $2? You see? He's with me on that. Does the Sun Valley Fox in St. Donna have a fucking jar out there that just says free food for anybody who wants it? No. They don't. And that's just, we don't want people wandering around in my pantry. No shit. Just tell them fucking stay out of the pantry.
I love my snack jar.
You don't got to distract them with a snack jar.
I love my snack jar.
Yeah, I know you do. Anyway, for those of you asking about that, some of you actually been to the house. You've been here before. You've been to the Gen X Talks compound. That is a real picture of the real jar with real food, and she really gives that shit away, and I don't fucking understand it. All right, so a lot of you asked, I get emails and questions all the time. It's like, well, where do you think we're at in this whole process with Trump and the government and Doge? And if you put it in perspective, now I'm not talking about Dr. McDreamy, who has floated the idea that Trump may be the Antichrist. There's a real legitimate conversation to be had there, scripturally speaking. I'm not talking about that. Talking about people say, well, where are we at in the scope, where the scheme of things? Came across something that may explain it right here. This may explain it right here. You've been fucking around for years, and you think you're not going to get caught. The Democrats and liberals, they're going up and up and debt, and the Republicans do it too. But my God, they go up and up. You just think running out of money, need more money going here, money going there, but it really wasn't. It was all being funneled back around to pet projects and things for them and their families and their counties and stuff going on all around them and to them personally. And here we end up. All these favors that have been done for everybody at our expense. So where do I think we're at? We're right about there. Fuck around and find out. We're at the find out part, aren't we? We're finding it right now. If you want to ask me, we're right about there. There should be a t-shirt that says fuck around and find out with an arrow saying, you are here. In my opinion, we're right about there. We're finding this all out. Now, you're going to see what happens next on that. I personally think I'm going to make a big wooden sign right on my driveway in Dayton, Nevada, and this is what it's going to say. Protected by home security. Fuck around and find out. I think that should be right at the edge of my driveway, maybe right next to my mailbox. Yeah. Right next to a security gate, a security camera, my mailbox should be that fucking sign, along with another sign that says, if you heard the warning shot, I missed. That's what that should say. That's just my opinion. What do I know? I'm just a dumb mechanic in the middle of the desert. But there are some other things. You see, I was going to bring this up earlier, but she got mad. Did you see her reaction to the Red Baron, the Snoopy Red Baron drone? You see how she got all twisted up in that? You see where she was speaking out of turn? Did anybody say, Gen X Mom, why don't you voice your opinion on the Snoopy Red Baron drone? We'd all love to hear your thoughts on the Snoopy Red Baron drone. Could you please just start expounding? No one said that. She just threw shit out there. So I couldn't bring you my second one. I couldn't tell you the second thing, but ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I submit to you something that might be kind of cool. I don't think I've ever seen one before. I'd like to have one in my house. Look at this closely. You flip the switch and Darth Vader grabs a toothpick. Wham! Look at the side down there in the bottom picture in the corner there. He reaches in, grabs the toothpick. You take the toothpick out of his hand, flip the lever, he grabs another one. How cool is that? And what if, God forbid, you got the colored toothpicks? Yes. Now, other than Disney Kid got a half chub. He's on staff here. He's supposed to be working right now, but he's all going to be distracted and go try to find one of these with his half chub. He's going to be running around, dinking around with his dick bouncing between his knees. Just stay with your job. You can look it up later. But this is right behind the Red Baron drone. The Snoopy drone, I think Darth Vader toothpick dispenser, I submit that to the jury that is worth spending the money on. Wouldn't you agree? Good. Glad you're coming along with me on that one. All right. I'll hydrate. There's been a lot going on. Gen X Mom's got something to say. I'll drink and lie. You drink and believe it. And we'll get along famously.
Nail Lover is a member for 32 months on YouTube. Danny H. gifted 5 memberships tonight after he got out of the woodshed. Sean MacArthur gave another 200 stars for Mama X to get whatever you want. You're awesome. Johnny O for the Queen's Crown Fund. It's been a while for her. Time for a new one. 20 stars sent. Becky Rowland gifted 5 memberships tonight. Scott Royston, $5. Hey, handsome general, I would crap a purple Twinkie to see sexy Mama X fly home on a broom. That alone would be worth the price of admission. Ha ha.
She's pretty coordinated. She does a good job with it. She still doesn't, her landings are getting a little rough as she gets older, but she still does a good job.
Jonathan Douglas joined the Legion of X tonight on YouTube. Welcome.
Thank you.
Heather Lee Lewis on Facebook. Long time no see. Hope you are still saving the whales. You had made a big joke about this a while ago, if you don't remember.
Do you remember what that was?
I don't remember.
You don't remember saying, because back in the day when we did this, all the platforms were clamping down hard. They were suspending everybody.
Yeah.
You couldn't say Black Lives Matter.
Oh, that's right.
You couldn't say BLM. You couldn't say Black Lives Matter. Because if you did, they said, oh, you're being racist. You're very, very unsportsmanlike. Right. And they'd shut off your stream. They'd shut off your platform. They'd shut off your stuff. Right. So I had to tell everybody, back in my day, we didn't have everything plastered all over end zones and on the back of jerseys.
That's true.
We didn't have it painted in the streets. It was Save the Whales back in my day. So I can't say the 3-letter terminology you guys are dealing with now. So when I say Save the Whales, you know what I mean, because Save the Whales was a big thing when I was growing up. It was everywhere. It was on posters. It was on billboards. We didn't have it in end zones, but maybe we didn't know any better. So I would walk around, Save the Whales is fucking idiots. Save the Whales are assholes. Save the whale, blah, 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 Save the Whales, because we had to put everything in code.
That's true.
That person is from way back.
Robert London is, as a Canadian that lives in the middle of nowhere,
all right,
why is there so much hate from Americans right now towards Canada?
Trump's doing that.
Well, talk to Robert.
Robert, here's the gig, man. Trump's not wrong. You guys, the tariff is pretty imbalanced. And so he just wants to level the playing field. It's an easy win for him because there's no possible way you guys could match our tariffs. If we tariff the shit out of you guys, if we maxed it out and you guys maxed it out, you guys would fold. You guys would go under. It's an unfair advantage for economic advantage, and that's just what it is. And even if prices went way up here, we could still afford it. A few people couldn't, some could. I'd have to pick and choose what I got. I couldn't just do everything. But in the end, we would win. So Trump's just saying, I'm not fucking around. We're not going to do this in increments. If you don't make it fair and put things even, because you guys are winning right now. You guys have the deficit is totally in your favor. All he's saying is that he wants it to be fair and he's going to do whatever it takes. Now, you guys like the way things are right now, so you don't really want to do it. So there's Trudeau and a couple other guys are going to come back real tough. Well, we're going to stop you and we're going to raise. And then Trump goes, okay, I'm going to pull the lever one fucking time, and then you're going to hear a big flushing sound. Are you ready? So what he's done is he fosters that. It ends up being a hatred towards Canada because we're like, yeah, you guys are fucking unfair, man. You've been screwing us for years and you're not getting away with it. And that's why you put Trump there. So fuck off. Not everybody realizes that it's not you guys, that it's been an imbalance and we've allowed it for years. We're like, all right, go ahead. Just break one off in our ass. We don't mind. And he's just using that as a platform to level the playing field. He's stripping stuff down here, but he's going to go to every motherfucking country one at a time, and he's going to put it right to you. And notice he's not doing it to everybody all at once. Because if all of the other countries got together and acted as a union, kind of like a big fucked up banana sauce union comes to mind, then all of the countries could say, well, we're all going to stand together, and now you can't do that. But if he does it to you guys and slams you home and gets everything set, then to Mexico, then to Germany, then to the rest of Europe, then turns his attention to China, he can do it one at a time. You can do it one at a time because the economic might is great. But the problem is that you build resentments when you guys don't go along with it. He automatically goes, well, they're just assholes taking advantage of us. And we automatically go, yeah, you fucking Canucks. It's not right. But it's the feelings that get fostered during the negotiations. That's the only way to explain it. I love you guys. I don't hate you guys. I love you guys. You're a little confused on the whole hockey thing. I'm not sure why that's such a big deal up there. But you guys, I love you guys up there. And by the way, I know a lot about Canada. Okay? Don't think that I am not steeped in the verse of Canada. I am. Bob and Doug McKenzie, I could even quote some of their lines. Take off you hose head. Okay? Love Bryan Adams. Tolerate Justin Bieber. There's some Canadian things I'm with.
Ryan Reynolds.
Love your maple syrup.
Maple syrup.
Okay, so we're good, right? Are we good personally?
Isn't Rush from Canada?
Yeah, the Holy Trinity's from Canada, so we're good there.
Okay.
Wow, I'm surprised you knew that.
You're welcome.
Wow, good
America.
job. All right. Anything else you got under the sheets over there?
Of course I do.
Let's go.
Christopher Seavick for $2. We need to see the $2 hoe.
Go ahead. No one's guessed the $2 whore yet in the jar.
Care Brat gifted 5 Gen X Talks memberships tonight. Thank you, Care Brat. Shoeless One, member for 29 months. So I can have everything in the jar for $1?
No, you get one thing in the jar for $1. You get one.
The Disney Kid gifted 5 memberships tonight. Thank you, Disney Kid. And Shy for $5. Canada can't be the 51st when Ukraine already took that spot.
Yeah, I don't want you guys to be the 51st state. I don't know what he's barking up the wrong tree on that one. I don't want that.
All right, that's it.
If Greenland wants to be the 51st state, I don't think anybody would care. Like I said, the only thing is if we get 2 Republican senators out of it, then I'm interested. Puerto Rico, stay where it is. Canada, stay where you guys are. Gulf of America is because there's North America, Central America, and South America. One of you guys brought up it should have been Gulf of the Americas, which is more. I'm fine with that too. I don't care.
With an S on the end.
Yeah, I'm all right with that. It is for all the Americas, North, Central, and South. I'm good with that.
I got you.
I'm fine with that. All right, so there you go. Anyway, where was I? Back to the drag and drop section of the program. We go. Boom, 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 boom. I'm not done here. Okay, so you guys know we did a Gen X store not too long ago. It is public, but it's not on all the platforms yet. Moderators, good moderators, can put up a link to the store, and you can wander around it like a mall in the 80s later. Here's something we just put up. Playing with the boys. I made this. I made it on my own. I'll get a better picture of it right there. Yeah. Do you guys remember that? It says, if you know, you know. Little Kenny Loggins tune in there. I had to make all that because, there's no picture of him even on screen holding the whole fucking volleyball. That was a feat to get that one. But there you go. So that's what it looked like on the T-shirts. There's some for the guys, T-shirts with the emblem on the back. There's some girls' colors with the logo on the front. And don't buy a girl shirt if you're a guy. I have a preference on that. So, yeah. Also, we talk about Christine Matlock from time to time, and she really has chapped my hide, as they say. But you guys remember Christine Matlock. Christine Matlock is married to Ben Matlock.
Oh, never lost a case.
There she goes. Ben Matlock, never lost a case. And this is them. You think they were going to some costume party, but you notice the people behind them are not dressed up at all. They're just wearing a Levi jacket and a regular suit and tie. Another dude's coming home from work. This is why we call her Little Miss Hot and Nerdy. Because she's hot and she's super fucking nerdy. And she says, well, we're going out to dinner. He goes, all right, let's go. She goes, no, you got to put on a tuxedo and you got to wear the mask. Because he's like, what the fuck are we doing? And do you know what they were mimicking here? What play this was?
Oh, shit. I do know.
Oh, shit, I do know. That's the subtitle.
Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom of the Opera. And
Sorry.
he says, why are we doing this? And she goes, just look at me. He goes, all right, whatever you want. Whatever you want. I'll dress up however you want. I'll go however you want. I'm in. So they just went to a regular restaurant dressed up like that for no particular reason. But anyway, so Little Miss Hot and Nerdy and Ben Matlock
never lost a case.
Went and they did that. Now, I put up a picture the other day. We've been talking about moving to Nevada, so every now and then I come up with a screen. I'm like, oh, you know what? I'd like to do this. Now, in this particular picture of a property, I was really kind of only looking at the pond. So bear with me when I just had an idea because we got 2.5 acres. I think it would be cool to make that bottom pond section. I can hear the Sun Valley Fox's bones creaking right now, and he hasn't even begun to help me yet. But there's a person in that picture. You get a scale of it, and so what does Little Miss Hot and Nerdy say?
It's too green.
It's too green. You live in the desert. It doesn't look like that. It's awfully green for living in the desert because we are moving to the desert. It's the high desert of outside of Reno. But she says that, so I had to remake the picture, and I posted it, and she never even responded. Little Miss Hot and Nerdy, I figured, okay, is that better? There's the property. There's the house we're going to have, and there's a stone path leading to the pond. Same pond, okay? Are we good now, Christine? Are we good, Little Miss Hot and Nerdy? Does that fit your narrative better? We didn't want everybody to think we're moving to a green place. No. We're moving to a
Mike
desert.
Perkins says we can pan for gold in there.
Yeah. And what I was thinking is, why couldn't everything be... Look, even this picture. Turn on the sprinklers 2 hours a day. Guess what'll turn green? This. Guess what'll turn green where I'm at? The property. I'm not saying quite like she's complaining about, but I even made this picture and she's still bitching about it. Just ignoring me is what it is. Oh. Also, in addition to the Darth Vader toothpick, they make pens that shoot out fireballs now.
Oh my goodness.
They look like a permanent black marker. Boom. And they shoot fireballs. I want one so
You know your
bad.
Darth Vader toothpick thing is now $300 on eBay? They don't sell them anymore. $300 for a toothpick dispenser.
So don't get two. Just get one? I'm just asking.
Tires on the trailer or a toothpick dispenser? Your choice.
Okay, where are we at? Dum. All right, I got another one for you here. I got the phone lines ready just to see. Does anybody know the name of this album? Can you call me? Can you call me on the telephone and tell me the name of the album? I got the phone right here. I'll listen.
Shy goes. Shy said, "I love a personal flamethrower. Every Gen X kid's dream."
Every Gen X kid's dream. I'm telling you, I want one so bad. All right, come on. Anybody calling in right now? Does anybody know the name?
I used to.
Hello, caller. What's your name and where are you calling in from?
It's Danny H. calling from the woodshed. What's happening?
I didn't know there was a telephone in the woodshed.
Danny H. calling from the woodshed.
Did you just put telephone service in there?
I think, every time I go by the woodshed,
telling you.
I can hear drills
I'm
and
a high-tech
saws.
redneck.
Did you just hear what he said?
What?
Tell him again.
I'm a high-tech redneck.
There we go.
High-tech redneck.
If there is such a thing, I tell you. All right, Danny H., what's the name of this album?
No jackets required.
Ooh, so close. He put an S on it.
Oh, please.
He said no jackets
This guy.
required.
What?
No, I'm sorry, Danny H.
You are just
Not only do I get to hang up on you,
rude.
See, what you are doing now is you're making me lose because I have a speech impediment. How rude.
yeah. Oh no, I pick on the disabled all the time. Yeah. If you
That's fair.
if you were like Chris and you lived in Kentucky, that little town inside of Massachusetts next to Connecticut, I'd make fun of your southern twang and say, "Sorry, dude, I can't."
He still wins.
I can't understand a foreign
That's
accent.
fair.
He still wins.
What do you mean
I
he still?
understand.
What do you
I
mean he
get
still
it.
wins?
Because I said so.
Oh, for God's sakes! Well,
And see, that's why everybody loves Mama.
the good news is the everything's made up and the points don't matter. So you win, but
Outstanding.
the big fat prize is that you got to be on the show, Danny. Thanks for calling in, buddy.
No worries, man. You guys be safe.
Talk
Thanks.
soon.
Bye, Danny.
How did he? No jackets, and you gave it to him. That's what.
Oh my gosh, it's a letter off.
Excuse me.
Please.
There are people that would have said, "I know the answer," and he was wrong.
Whatever.
You have just eliminated everybody who knew the right answer to that. All right, now I'm going to go for a texting one on here. Just one last time before we go. This is a texting one, and I need to have it correct so I know. If you just give me, if I put up a picture of Rush and a peanut butter Reese's cup, and you write Rush peanut butter cup, that doesn't mean you know. That just means you listed what was on the screen. I'm going to put something on the screen, and it makes sense to a Gen X. So I want the one word. I swear to God, if you guys just list me the two words that go along with this, I will delete you, block you, punch you over the field goal post, and never hear from you again. Are you with me? Good. Glad you're coming along with that. Strange things are afoot at the Circle K when you post a picture like this. Text your answer to 805-460-5603 and let me know what Chinese instrument, not a musical instrument, what Chinese instrument we might be referring to. Looking right now. No, Mike Perkins. I didn't say call. Hey, Mike Perkins, it says text your answer. Mike, can you read that, buddy? Can you read where it says text? And then here you are calling. Not sure what's going on there. Let's go back.
Wow, you are just full of piss and vinegar.
Well, you Danny H'd me. You fucking Danny H'd me to no end.
Well, life's a bitch.
All right, so let's see here. Let's see if anybody's got the right answer. Let's go to bum, 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 bum. All right, we'll go through here and cheese grater. No, hold on. It's I got to let them load. See, when I switch over in this free fucking phone, your
Obama phone.
My free Obama phone's got to load, and then it puts them all in order. So I got to wait for a second here. All right, so now see, Noel got the right answer.
Noel.
Yeah, Noel. That's what I said. Noel got the right answer. But he just wrote the name of the bands and put it together. But that's not what it is. If you knew what it was, you'd spell it more correctly. Do you know what it is?
No, I've been busy jumping around. Sorry.
Scott Royston got half the word right. Didn't get the full word right. All right. So it looks like the person who got it in first. Come on, back up. I lost it. Okay. Now,
Some people have reported it here.
This is the band. What two bands?
ABBA.
And?
Kiss.
So?
Abacus.
So what is that? That's like before calculators, Chinese had an abacus.
My brother had one.
All right. Your brother didn't know how to use one.
No, but he had one. That's what they used in his school.
No shit. While they were rubbing two sticks together to make fire. So Dale Rainey was actually the first one.
It was very hands-on back then.
Very hands-on. Dale Rainey. Not sure where Dale watches from. Dale, wherever you're listening from, thank you for playing along. Dale Rainey got abacus, spelled it correctly, knew what we were going for. Too many people in here just wrote ABBA Kiss. Yeah, we all know ABBA Kiss. We know duh. God.
Tomo67 did it in YouTube, and Danny H did it. They said abacus.
Yeah, see, that was a good.
And is there anybody else?
I don't know. Makes sense to me. I'm just telling you.
Raven said asses kissed. Just saying.
Yeah, it figures Raisin would come out. She's been drinking and she's smoking and she's like, fuck it, I'm just going to say it. All right. Is there anything else in the sheets before we go tonight? Honey.
Let me see. There is nothing. The sheets are clean.
This has been the fastest hour in broadcasting ever. I'm going to raise one glass to you guys right now. Let's drink this one to close out the show.
Cheers.
Okay. Thank you guys for listening in. Not sure where you're partaking from around the planet, AM, FM, Sirius XM, or perhaps you tuned in on the Armed Service Radio Network. Remember two things in this life. Number one, wherever you go, well, there you are. And number two, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. I'm out, baby.
Bye-bye.